All righty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys. So in this video, I am going to point out just what I am seeing across the board. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. I'm gonna give a likely scenario. I'm gonna show you guys where I'm expected for buyers to step in on this pullback we're getting right here, which I'm just putting out there, guys. We could get a delayed pullback here. We could get a bounce, and then we could keep selling. All right, so we're going to go over the smaller time frames to why I think we are about to be bouncing. But I really want to go over what is shaping up on the big boys. All right, I just want to go over. We have PCE on Thursday, and people are getting really bearish for PCE. People got really bearish on NVIDIA earnings, and we had similar setups. I'm just going to put it out there in this video. I think, we could have a bullish reaction to PCE if charts set up a certain way. We're going to go over that certain way in this video. And yeah, let's get into it. All right. So first things first, I did point out in my weekly update that we had a weekly candlestick that was bullish. Typically aren't going to be topping with these. It doesn't matter if you go like ever so slightly higher. You're probably going to be going higher. All right. So right off the bat, I do think that is still going to be the case. You can top with these bullish looking candlesticks, but it is unlikely. All right. We also had this hammer candlestick followed by the bullish engulfing candlestick. But, it's really not the most bearish look here on the weekly time frame. Right. So there's that. Now you come down to the daily time frame. Don't mind we have that wedge. Yes, we just went over that. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in a sec. All right. But on the daily time frame, guys, this just broke out from your range here. All right, you had this consolidation. You had a little flag thing going on. QQQ, you can really see the flag going on, and you just broke out. I don't think upside is done yet, guys. I really don't, and I think a lot of people are going to be shorting this thing early. And guess what? PCE, guys, all right? We had a hot PPI. We had a hot CPI. All right, I think we had one other, what was it, PM? We had one other report coming hot, and like every inflation measure is just not good for like a little while now, guys. All right, so people are probably expecting the PCE to come in hot. I, am expecting it to come in hot, but I'm going to tell you right now, charts dictate what I'm going to be doing. Charts dictate how I'm looking at the markets, and how I'm looking at the markets is like, guys, I think we got a bounce in coming. All right. At least on some tickers we're going to talk about in this video, which I'm kind of excited to point out right now. All right. Right here on SPY, guys, we're watching for buyers to come in on 503.50. Nothing has changed, all right? And then you come down to the smaller time from the 15-minute. You got this glorious-looking wedge that's taken quite some time to build out here, all right? And then you come over the 5-minute time frame, and with this low today, you found buyers right here between this touch point and this touch point. So that created this trend line right here at the bottom of your wedge. All right. Right on the lower trend line. You put in the bullish divergence. If you take out the low here, I'm going to be looking for you to slightly undercut it and hold this bullish divergence. And if you bust it, okay, if you come down here and you break this low over here, we're watching for something else to form over here. All right. Preferably, honestly, on the 15-minute time frame. But then we're going to be looking for that. And where are we going to be looking for that? At price-wise, down here at 503.50. All right, so guys, we got two scenarios coming from right here. You're either going to bust them up right here, probably do something like this. Maybe you find sellers here for the pullback in the golden pocket, just like that. All right, so these were my two scenarios going into today. All right, or boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 and then you get a big bounce. All right, and I do think, hey, all right, right here, it's what we want. We want the confluence. Let's go over VIX before we go any further. VIX does have the 1 hour bullish divergence going on right now. That does suggest that, hey, all right, we have reason to be cautious here going along in SPY, because if VIX is going to bounce, which is suggesting is likely, SPY is going to be pulling back. All right, they move opposing tickers there we have. All right, so yeah, if VIX bounces, I expect SPY to get down here. This is going to be your break and retest entry if you would like to take your shot long. All right, above here, you did have like, a $6 move, and I don't think that's going to be it. I've expressed, why I thought that. Guys, you had like a $10 range here, okay? We're just going to call it $10. I know one was 8, one was 12 there, right? But you broke out of that, and you only went $6. I don't think this is it. I think you're going to pull back here. If it is here, you're going to go like that with all likelihood. All right. If you pull back today and tomorrow and we dance around here going into PCE, Yeah, I think a bounce is likely. Obviously, it sets you up for, you know, it's one scenario or the other. It either sets you up for a gap down under here, and then, you know, we really can start moving and grooving all the way back down. All right, and then we're going to be watching this golden pocket right here. So you either, if you close out tomorrow, or I guess Tuesday, we have PC on Thursday. Let me actually just want to 100% check for you guys real quick before I go any further. All right. Monster, guys. I'm just going to say right now, CELH. I don't think that fundamentals support its current price. All right. In comparison to the monster. But I mean, now I will say, growth-wise, all right, the market could be pricing a lot more for CELH over there. All right. So they could be more aggressive. All right. But let's just look at the market watch. Not earnings. Economic calendar. I'm looking for. All right, guys, if you ever wondered how to do this, you're going to literally search up. You don't even need this. You just need economic calendar right there. First one that's going to pop up right here. All right, and then you can see for this week. All right, you got GDP right here going on. That's probably going to be a big one in the morning right there. All right, and then you will have the PC index over here at 8:30, and that is going to be the big boy of the week. All right, big boy of the week is going to be PCE. Now, do we have more confluence? If you come down here, 50350, yes, we do. We have a test of this daily 9 EMA, and just putting it out there. This is the thing that, you know, typically will support price if you're going to continue higher, right? So we're looking for buyers to step in right here. If not, sets you up. We're going to be watching this golden pocket, and, you know, it sets you up for a, you know, somewhat more bearish scenario, all right? But, all right, let me finish QQ, and then let me go over why I think we're going to have a bullish resolution, all right? And this is just me, 100%. That is taking my educated guess here. I take educated guesses on these catalysts, guys. Just know, all right? I provide my TA, and then I will provide my insight going off of that TA, okay? And then I provide, you know, my opinion. And that is just one of those opinions. So just know, like, no, my TA isn't, like, just saying, guys, just long all in along into PC. No, that's not a good idea at all. All right. This is an event that we have no idea the outcome. Just because the chart's set up one way doesn't mean it can't go the other way. All right. But it just, you know, increases your odds. So maybe you will want to take some bets into PC. All right. QQQ, guys, really sloppy looking over here. You're kind of just chopping it up in this range, guys. You're either going to break down from this. You could have, you know, potential bear flag going on here. All right. If you do not find buyers holding, you know, right here, the 435 to 436 demand zone we got going on here. If you lose that, guys, we're paying attention to down here. I know it's aggressive, guys, but these are the scenarios we're paying attention to. You get a bearish PC. We're watching for it to come all the way down here. You're going to back test this bull flag. All right. Just putting it out there, right? Now, you can continue higher before PC, and then we're going to have to adjust these scenarios, but I'm just talking about these charts as of right now. Now, why am I recording this video so early? Because I want to show you guys something, all right? We got Goog over here. Goog is, I'm just going to go over the facts, okay? We're going to go over the facts. You get the same signal right there, all right, guys? So I shared this with the Discord earlier. I'm just going to point this one out. All right, here on the hourly time frame, you see how I have that. It says 482 days. That's about, you know, a year and a half, 1.3 years there. Okay. Over here, bear market. We're not talking about the bear market, right? I'm not going to say this one is it's good in the bear market. But what I will say is, since the bear market was over and we started putting in this higher high right here, all right, when we finally started trekking up, that is when every single signal has, it's provided your bottom, and you have gone lower every single one of those times, ever so slightly lower, but you have then, within 3 weeks, you have had a decent sized rip. Okay, so we're going to go over that right now. We got that firing right now. Okay, you know, I'm just, again, I'm going to show up the facts. You guys could tell me I'm wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm pointing out the facts. If you want to sit there and be a little baby in the comments and say, oh, I think you're wrong, I'm pointing out the facts. I'm not even making like a statement here. Well, it is a statement that these are the facts. All right. So ever since your October 2022 low, you have 18 signals here. You have a 1, you have a 2, you have a 3, you have a 4, you have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You're getting the 18th right now. So we're going to go off of 17. All right. 15 out of 17 of those have resulted in a big move. Well, not a big move, but your bounceable move up. All right. Your bullish divergence in all of these cases, you see why this is a red line. That's a red line because you broke your bullish divergence. You wouldn't have had a stop loss based off of price. It would have strictly been you buying some time, and you're going off of this indicator right here. I'm not, just going to tell anybody to just blindly follow an indicator. Don't do it. All right. You want everything working in your favor there. You're following price action most importantly. But guess what? All right. These are the facts. All right. These are the facts. These are my back tests. I'm just sharing it with you guys. All right. So you got your October low. Okay. You got stopped out right there at the October low. Doesn't surprise you. You still ended up putting in a major low and having a rip. If you did enter right there within that, 2-week period, you would have seen a ride. Okay. Over here, I understand you got stopped out again. All right. It did end up breaking that. But again, you got your bounce right there. All right. Next occurrence was over here. Okay. I understand you chop it around. All right. But in the end, boom. Okay. There was that. Now we're talking over here. Okay. You're entering right here. Guess what? Boom. Entering right here on the low of this. You managed to, catch the candlestick before the bottom. Boom. We're not talking about massive bounces here. We're talking about decent bounces. They are going to pay you out. Some of them do mark major bottoms. All right. We're going to go over something else in this Goog chart as well. All right. You got the next one going on right here. All right. I hope you guys are just seeing, like, I'm strictly pointing out the facts. I hope you guys, I hope you guys appreciate this is my back testing. All right. This back testing takes, hours and hours. If you're just testing out things on individual tickers, well, not just individual indexes too, but back testing takes time. All right. So this is me just sharing my work here. And again, that's why I was making it very clear. I'm not stating an opinion here. I'm just stating that these are the facts and that is that. I don't care. All of these occurrences, you pretty much went slightly lower. Didn't matter. Okay. You still, some of them marked the bottom like this one, but there you go. So I hope it's pretty clear on what you guys are, you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. Yes, you went lower, but you got these tradable bounces are right around the corner. So I do think we probably have one right around the corner. And then you're going to come over here to the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to point out that the RSI is oversold already. The last time it hit this exact level, all right, you had a major bottom get put in and you ripped faces from that point on. All right, like, ever so, short term right there, but then you went on to rip absolute faces. It's 20% move. Over here, well, same thing. So these white lines are the signal, all right? So now you're getting the same signal as the 4-hour RSI is oversold that we already would have been looking at. Guess what? We're getting that right now, all right? So I think we're probably getting one of these scenarios. Look, the signal popped up as the 4-hour RSI was oversold. Guys, you see how, most of the time the 4-hour RSI is down here, all right? I know it's up there, but, they work together, okay? So yeah, all right, guys, you got that signal, the 1-hour bullish divergence popping up right there. It is not burned. If it gets burned, all right, it is what it is. All right, these are the facts. That is what it is. You got a 15 out of 17. Let's just go over to the calculator. All right. Oh, that is not that. No. Where? Calculator. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're talking 15 divided by 17. All right, guys, we got an 88% win rate here going off of what I just mentioned. All right. Now we're going to take it over to Mr. Apple. I understand Mr. Apple's dying. And people are like, oh, it's a dead dog. I'm going to tell you, I think there's either a big seller just holding it down / pushing it down so it could get better entries. All right. Because it's not just aggressively selling here. It's trading flat / slightly down. All right. It's putting in a base, I think. All right. Regardless, we got two things going on here. You either have a big seller holding this thing back just so it can take, that guy or girl can, or company, whatever it is, entity can take that, they can take their large position there and ride it up because, guys, we've gotten these signals right. Again, same thing I just showed you on Goog. All right. In the past few years, like this is, doesn't really have a fail. I think we had one failure over the last, very long time. Okay. Very, very long time. You had one end up stopping out here. Okay. I'm just putting it out there. I don't think this is going to stop out. I think it's extremely likely that, the bottom is carving out here. If you have enough time, I think you're going to catch the move back up. All right. But you either got the big seller just holding you down so it can, that entity can take its positions or you are seeing a bunch of retail just sell the bottom, but I'm going to tell you right now, retail doesn't have enough buying power to be controlling this stock. So, yeah, I think it's that first one. I think this thing is getting ready to go. And that's why I say if you do have a bullish PCE, some of these things are going to rip faces, and you're going to see the indices right back up at the highs on that day come Thursday. All right, so that's that. Now, let's talk about the bit of corn. Let's actually talk. Before we go over that, let's go over IWM right now. All right, you did end up taking out the 0.786 fib. That does tell me we're probably going to come up here to the 204.80 level up there. All right, 205, we're just going to call it. But that is going all the way back to right there. I'm just putting it out, guys. All right, golden pocket inception all the way. Told you guys you had this one, found buyers in the golden pocket. You had that one, found buyers in the golden pocket. You had that one. Huh, what happened again? You found buyers in the golden pocket. Now, what also marked your bottom there? You had the bullish divergence 15-minute time frame right there. All right, guys. You know, guys, if you are following along with my videos and you think this is like magic and it's, you know, it looks like rocket science, just like make it really simple for yourself. All right. I go over very simple concepts here in this video, on every video, and I literally just show you how they work. Okay, and right here, you had the 15-minute bullish divergence going on as you were right down here into your golden pocket. You also had this channel carving out. You broke above it right here, end of day here. There was, you know, your little signal that like, hey, you're probably going to start reversing. All right, you did end up seeing this 15-minute bullish divergence start playing out. All right, and now you're back up at that golden pocket. All right, golden pocket deception is what I'm getting at, guys. Make it simple on yourself. There you go. Now, speaking of simplicity, congratulations if anybody took the break and retest off this level. All right, congrats. It was on the focus last week. All right, do I wish I, you know, held my contract to the point where, you know, I had one go 1000% today? Yeah, I really wish that was the case, but no, that's okay. It was good. But yeah, I will say super mega ultimate congrats to anybody who was just holding the miners on this, you know, this rip here. All right. Now, speaking of simplicity, again, guys, all right, I will show you on this channel what works. I know other channels might make it sound complicated because they want to seem like they know more. I'm going to tell you right now, I have identified the simple concepts. I will continuously use these simple concepts in these videos, and I hope you enjoy the living crap out of that, okay, because we ain't going nowhere. But yeah, very simple, guys. Golden pocket. Do you guys want to see something else that was also very simple? All right. Golden pocket. Guys, you didn't have to do anything like over the last few months. If you didn't want to, but you just wanted to make an absolute crap ton of money, you could have just, you know, all in Mara. I'm not saying all in Mara. You could have only traded Mara, though, in these golden pockets on the weekly time frame, and you would have made a bag. All right. You would have made a lot of flipping money, is what I'm getting at. Like a lot. So, you know, there's that. Quite reach it there, but you did have the break and retest going on right there. All right, regardless, guys, congratulations. Let's talk about the bit of corn right here. You're at the 0.786 fib. I put these up there this morning because those are my new likely scenarios. You're now taking out this, you're about to take out the bearish divergence, all right, depending where you close out this week. Guys, 59.5K, we told you, you know, literally the other day, Bitcoin did look like it was, or I just told the Discord, I'm not sure. All right. Regardless, you looked like you were basing above here on the daily time frame. You just kind of you know, you were building out a range here. Weekly time frame, it looks like you were finding buyers. All right. Yeah, broke above 53015, which was the high right here. And yeah, you had nothing until 59.5K / the 0.786 fib right over here. All right, guys. The fact that you're up here tells me we're going to get up here. All right. With all likelihood, we're going to get up here. You already pushed the 0.786 fib, and it's not even like, you know, you have sellers aggressively stepping in here. It looks like it's just continuing to trek up, as it looks like it might be getting ready, and maybe it, you know, heads up to 59.5K. But in concerns to the miners, guys, where were the miners? Okay, let's just come over here. Put on two charts here. All right, we have Mara, we have BTC USD. All right, we're going to come over here to the weekly chart. We're on the weekly already over there. We'll come over here, and we're just going to take a look. All right, guys. So Bitcoin right now, right here. All right, Mara, it was this weekly candle right here with a low of 40 and a high of 57.70. These things can have room. If there was money willing to buy the miners over here when they were less developed than they are right now, all right, there's money willing to buy that right now. Just wait on it. All right, just wait on the FOMO. I'm not telling you guys to be holding your longs into this, but I will say Mara just started its breakout. I do think you might be stalling out here for a little bit. You might come back, get a pullback, and then boom, you might explode. All right, so that is what I wanted to talk about here. But yeah, you got Bitcoin pushing up here, guys. Very likely you get up here. If you see Bitcoin at all-time highs, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna see the speculative capital flow back into these names. Like, we're already seeing it happen, but you're gonna see more of it. All right, so there's that. There's this one. All right, let's actually just get rid of our thing so we can review some of these miners. All right, so you have CLSK. That looks immaculate right there. You're stalling out right here exactly at resistance. All right, above there, you have room to really get moving and grooving. All right, we're going to come over to Riot. Now, Riot is one where I'm just going to point out right now, the premiums are not juiced up like Mara. All right, and that is good. You also have this head and shoulders looking formation going on right here, just like we just pointed out on Mara. All right, Square is one that will get attention from Bitcoin, but not the most attention. And you have HUT. All right, we're going to come over to HUT, and then you have the big boy Coin. All right, and Coin, again, just congrats to anybody who played this. Now, also congrats to anybody who played this thing over here. I'm serious, guys. Keep it simple. The break and retest is my favorite setup right there. Combine that with the golden pocket, I guess that would become my favorite setup, right? We have the confluence going on there. All right, but they're two setups that you really just, you only have to watch for these, and you'll continuously see big moves, you know, play out here on the market. I've, you know, showed you guys time and time again over the past like year and a half here on this channel, that yeah, things continuously, they just, you know, they do what they've done in the past. It's structure, okay? It's technicals, and they typically will, you know, they will keep doing their technical thing. All right, CELH, I just want to point out you have earnings. All right, this thing did look like it was going to be pushing up to 69 bucks this week. I still think that is going to be the case. Does it happen after the earnings or not? I have no idea. Out of the last 3 earnings, 2 of them have had 20% days, you know, so that is something to take note of. Maybe you're about to see this weekly chart really get some legs here, because this thing looks immaculate. All right, we've seen this before. SMCI. All right. Now, given this thing is not in that sector, and it's not going to do that, I promise. But this thing looks beautiful. It looks like it's about to be in price discovery mode, and I'm talking 75 bucks. All right. Unless you tank off earnings, we're going to have to see about that one. But right now, it's pumping into earnings. So there is that. Weekly chart looks immaculate. I will buy pullbacks. All right, guys. That's that. We got Tesla doing a thing over here. Sorry, I was doing back testing over there on Tesla. Not remove it. I will not be removing it. I'm still doing that. Right here, guys, you literally just have broken out here. This thing was looking immaculate. We tried pointing this one out. All right. We pointed out at the bottom. We pointed out that what we were paying attention to for a breakout over this zone here. You are now consolidating at this zone around the 9 EMA, daily 9. All right. Now you've broken out, guys. We're looking for this gap fill. All right. What is the gap fill? 206.77. What was the high today? It was 205.60, guys. So we still have some upside. I'm bullish on Tesla dips, but honestly, I think this thing could get moving and grooving. Okay. There is one more I wanted to talk about. Where is it? Where is it? D-King. All right. D-King is heating up. That was not the one I wanted to talk about, though. I swear. I know there's AI. We mentioned that. I didn't want to talk. There was a setup that I was watching. All right, guys. Not here on my watch list. It looks like it did not put it on here, but I know for a fact there was one specific that I was excited about. All right, either way, guys. All right, if I remember which that is, which I will include it in tomorrow's video. All right, guys, we got some things doing some things. Okay, we got Carvana. Told you guys above here, guys. Weekly chart was looking ferocious. This thing looks like it's gonna get going. Looks like it's coming up here to 97.70, which is gonna be the low of this candlestick right here. All right, guys. With that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of their day. Peace.